am so through because I'm having to do this video over again. I wanted to do a book discussion and so forth, which I'm going to do all over again. Yeah, I'm back wearing the wig as well. And so I don't have time to waste. I'm going to hop right into it. Okay, books, as I've said before, is my passion. All books have a purpose, and so far, even the inner books, sci-fi, horrors, and all those books and things like that have a purpose. It takes us to another place where we are not at. It entertains us. So that is the purpose for those books. Romance novels and all that stuff alike. So we also do have DIY books to help us repair things. We do have other specific books, nonfiction books to help us with our daily lives and things like that. So I have a couple books here that I'm going to go over real quick and so far. And then I'm going to show you what my books look like once I package them up to ship out. I did go through the whole process of showing you how to actually pack it, but of course, things go wrong. Things go wrong. That's all I can say about that one. Things go wrong. Okay. Now, books are our way of learning. Always have been since BC. Books have been written back in BC days. The Bible, I'm speaking of, has been written over and over again. We now are have the Old Testament to the New Testament and things like that. Okay, books is our resource for learning and things like that. But books do, like I say, have other purpose. Different books have other purpose and so forth, and things like that. Now, I believe that every house need a Bible, and every house also need a medical guide and so forth, because this book will help you with medical terminology. It helps you to understand medical issues, symptoms, and things and stuff like that that you may have, and it gives you a better conversation with your physician and so forth and things like that. So this is the home remedy or home medical encyclopedia. And I think we all should have one of these in our homes to understand medical, because somebody is always going to get sick. Somebody's always going to have some issues and so forth. And it's good to have that kind of knowledge or some knowledge to reciprocate and talk with your doctor regarding those issues and things like that. This is the American Medical Association and so far, and this is a great book. It gives you A to Z reference guide to over 5,000 medical terms, symptoms, and diseases and drugs. So it gives you all that information and so forth and everything. I mean, it's not like you have to read this, remember it, or anything like that. But I just think this book has that purpose to help you and with understanding medical issues, medical symptoms, diseases, and drugs and things like that. And I think because we're all going to get sick at some point in time and so forth, this will be a good keeper for being in the homes. Okay. The next book I'm going to talk about, and you might can see that I'm kind of talking fast, because who knows how this camera is going to go, or what it's going to allow me to do, or whatever. But anyway, so let's get to it. Okay, soup recipes. This book has over 300 different sensational recipes and so forth. And I bring up this soup because with soup, you can have everything that you need in a one pot. Calorie, proteins, vitamins, and all this and that in one pot. And usually with a soup, a pot of soup, you can feed several family members. You can see you can feed a big family with a big pot of soup and so forth, things like that. And to make soup is usually inexpensive and so forth. So this is a good way to feed your family during this economic time when we are actually on a budget and things like that. So this is a great book here to give you ideals and so forth with, you know, making soups and so forth and things like that. Even if you had to make soups like every day, you could have 7 days a week. You can have 7 different pots of soup that will satisfy your family and all that. So this soup recipes and so forth has its purpose. It has let you know how to feed your family with these soup recipes and so forth. So that's the purpose of this book here. That this book has that purpose and so forth and everything. So I do have this 2 book orders actually and everything, and I did do 1 book on camera that was completely ruined. I don't know what happened. I think I might have been too full because it just kept popping out on me and everything. So I had to go in and free up some stuff, memory or whatever, in order to even come back and do this video. Okay, this is what my books look like when I package them up. I use these boxes as reusables, wrap the books up in that, and then I put a bubble map on here. And then I put my book label, Charles Zay Books, and then you got my label here. I made this as well. So yeah, and this is how you'll receive my books and so forth. Now, I use the thin poly mailers and so forth. They're not real thick. They don't have any cushion or anything in the inside. That's the whole point of using the cardboard boxes and the bubble wrap and so forth. And you just slide this in and all that. And this is how it'll your package, your book is gonna come. Not unless you do like I send out a bundle or something like that. It'll still be wrapped up the same way and so forth, but it'll just be in a different poly mailer. Or even boxes. Sometimes I send books out in boxes too. It just depends. But this is one individual order, one individual book, and this is how it's usually sent out and everything. The only thing I got to do now is stick the thank you note, the invoice, and the free gift in here. Everybody gets a free gift when they order from me. I love giving out free gifts. So yeah, so this is the order here, and I got 1 more book order to do because I only got like 2 book orders and so forth, and this is one of them. And I'm so sorry that you did not get to see me package up that book because I did, and the camera just went nuts on me, and I don't know. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I just want to talk about books, give this book a little discussion and so forth. Let you guys know, hey, it's an adventure. Books takes us places, takes our kids places, take us places and so forth. And then you have the books that you can read to help and so forth. Like this little book here, for instance. It gives you yoga. You're interested in that, exercise, breathing, and things like that. It gives you all that stuff. Something, you know, to do, feeding the brain and so forth, and healing you and all that. Romance novel. You into romance novel right here. You know, it takes you someplace and so forth. It's an enjoyable book to read. And that's what books do for us and so forth. And I actually just love them. And how I got into books and so forth. Selling books, I was inspired by a YouTube video because I had just opened up my eBay store, which was supposed to be a ceramic store, which was a total bust. So then I had to figure out, okay, what else can I do to go ahead and just, you know, reinvent the store before it gets out there. So when I seen this video about books and so forth and everything, I have such a passion and love for books. I said, well, that would be a great start. But, you know, I don't want to keep this too long because I don't know how long this camera is going to hold out on me and everything. But anyway, that was the start of the book selling and so far. Now, I used to be an agent, and I also written a book myself. So I've always been into books and so far. I just never knew or thought I was going to actually sell books. So I'm really getting into this and really getting excited. And I've been an eBay seller for maybe not quite a year yet and so far. And I've been selling books for maybe about 7, 8 months or something like that and so forth. And I'm really excited about that. So thank you guys for stopping by and listening. I'm so sorry again that you did not get to see me package that book, but I am going to do another book thing and show you how I package these books orders. All right, bye.